This week's Rich Dicks are killer cops from the Tacoma Police Department. Thanks to W on Twitter for the nomination. Specifically, we're talking about officers Timothy Rankin, Christopher Burbank, and Matthew Collins. This week, the city of Tacoma, Washington, released the details of a voluntary separation agreement with the three officers who were involved in the beating death of a black man back in 2020. Each cop is receiving a $500,000 payout to leave the force. Yeah, it turns out being a killer cop in the United States can be pretty lucrative. 33-year-old Manuel Ellis was walking home with a box of donuts in March 2020 when police accused him of trying to open the door to a passing car. The cops then accused Ellis of becoming violent and displaying, quote, superhuman strength, a racist trope often used by police to justify excessive force. A doorbell surveillance camera disputed many of the claims made by officers about the encounter, and ABC News reported on what exactly happened. Quote, the video showed Ellis with his hands up in a surrender position as Burbank shot a taser at his chest and Collins wrapped an arm around his neck from behind. Rankin was among the many other officers who responded. Ellis was already handcuffed face down when he arrived. Rankin knelt on his upper back. Video showed Ellis addressing the officers as sir while telling them he couldn't breathe. One officer is heard responding, "Shut the F up, man." Ellis did not survive the encounter. All three officers involved were charged with manslaughter. One was also charged with second-degree murder, but ultimately, all were acquitted this week. And the police department concluded that the cops did not violate any rules against excessive force, thus paving the way for the huge payout to the three men. As the legal proceedings unfolded, the police officers also received more than $1.5 million in pay. That's in addition to the $500,000 each is receiving to now leave the force. The offending officers are securing their bag, even as the Department of Justice announced this month that it's launching its own investigation into the killing to determine if police violated Ellis's civil rights. An attorney for the Ellis family said in a statement that the cops were essentially being rewarded for the killing and that, quote, the worst Tacoma Police Department officers are also the highest paid Tacoma Police Department officers. They might not be capitalists, they might not own the means of production. The police exist to protect those who do, and not the rest of us, as proven once again in this case. So, Tacoma's killer cops, Timothy Rankin, Christopher Burbank, and Matthew Collins, were all probably rushing out to buy new sports cars with their blood money. You are this week's Rich Dicks. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new videos. Also, if you want to see Means Morning News in its complete form, not just the clips we post here, head on over to Means TV and get access to all our new episodes and our entire backlog, plus tons of other great movies and original TV shows.